What do you think is the solution to all this conflict?
I mean, mm, IDF's current goal is to destroy Hamas, but they killed like how many 20,000 people. So, uh, maybe just stop for now because we have most of Gaza's how to say this in English? Like we have most Gaza, like for now we have most Gaza and the people like it's very crowded there because we took most of Gaza. So for now we could have a ceasefire and like dig down because Hamas is down and stuff, but they have a plan, so I don't know. Hamas
Yeah,
has a plan for us.
yeah. The thing is that I don't think it's gonna stop because the people that are in charge, they need to sell weapons and create wars so that they get a lot of money because they own the companies of arms selling and airplane sellings and bomb sellings. So they're in charge. They're gonna not gonna stop it. I feel that Israel is using Hamas as an excuse to just wipe out Gaza. Like you guys want to expand your land and take Gaza. That's how I see it. I'm not sure. I might be wrong. Um,
I mean, Gaza like Hamas just like got into Israel the day like the 7th October stuff, but now I don't know. Maybe they really took it like as an excuse.
yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. It's also. Can I ask you like? There's no Hamas in the West Bank, but people from Israel still do illegal settlements over there and still abuse Palestinian people. But there's no Hamas in the West Bank, and it's very well documented. Like there's a bunch of documentaries with evidence and all that, and it happens every day. Today I saw that they sniped 3 kids in the West Bank. Um,
Oh, actually, it's 3 hour people. It's not the kids.
but like, why is
It's the
happening?
occupied.
Yeah, why is happening in West Bank if there's no Hamas over there?
There is not no Hamas, but still there is some organizations. I mean, in the West Bank, there is some like rockets flying to the part. I mean, there is rockets there, but I don't know if it's Hamas or some other
There's no Hamas
organization.
over there. There's no Hamas over there.
So maybe some other organizations,
I see.
because there is rockets flying towards us from West Bank. So
And
I don't know.
and like when if I tell you something like this is a building, right? And
Yeah.
and like Hamas has like tunnels under the underground, and like if say like a bomb comes in and crashes the building and explodes the building, the tunnels underneath are not going to be affected, and that's something that we all know, even the IDF knows. So why are they bombing like houses and hospitals and refugee camps when they know they're not really affecting the tunnels? And saying that Hamas hides there and whatever, it's not an excuse to just kill a bunch of innocent children. You don't feel bad for that? Like as a human being, you don't need to be any religion. You can be atheist. You don't believe in God, but that is crazy, dude. Like the killing of babies. How do you feel about that? Like,
I mean, all of those like kids and mothers, it's really sad. But why do you think it's only 20,000 and most of Gaza's like popular cities are wiped out? What do you think of that?
uh,
Why like most of Gaza's is wiped out, but only 20,000 people died?
I think that's a number that they know for sure died. But once they start removing the rubbles and finding all the different dead people and all the burned people that they cannot even identify, the number is going to go a lot higher. And we know by fact that already 70% of the population had to move since October 7 because how do you move 2.2 million people, most of them children, You cut their water, you cut their electricity. It's so sad, bro. It's so sad. And you look like a good person. I wouldn't blame you ever. You look like a very cool person, very educated,
Thanks.
and you have a heart. So it's very rare to find people from Israel that are like that, because all the people I encounter are like, fuck Palestine, fuck Palestine. That's the first thing they say. And I'm like,
I mean, they are not not knowledged enough to know what's happening there. So like most of them too are brainwashed by like the IDF and stuff, saying that all of Gaza's people are hating toward like hating us, the citizens of Israel, want us killed and stuff. But I believe that there is like citizens that still are human in Palestine.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I would say most of them are actually good people. Like if you stop abusing them, they would treat you with honor and respect. Actually, if tomorrow the IDF said, "I'm sorry," to the Palestinian people, I think they would forgive, because that's how good-hearted they are, or at least I feel they are good-hearted.
Yeah, but you know, like the gay, the homosexual guy in Palestine, in Gaza, that was like publicly executed
Well,
by the people. It's like
I,
that's why I don't think most of them are kindly hearted.
well, first of all, I just saw a video of a gay person in YouTube that was in Gaza saying, "I am here in the Gaza beach. I am." She was lesbian, so she's like, "I'm lesbian, and nobody's attacking me. Everybody's friendly with me." That's something I saw recently.
Maybe because maybe they respect lesbians but not gay,
Oh, come on, bro!
because
Like,
it's a man.
no, that's
I
it.
don't know.
Look, I can guarantee you that homosexuality is prohibited in all the three religions: Judaism, Christianism, and Islam. But nobody's gonna kill you for that. Like, if they tell you that somebody's being killed because of that, make sure you have your evidences well, and it's very well documented, and it's not fake news, because they can easily sell you a war based on religious beliefs, when we know that Jewish people, Christian people, and Muslim people lived happily in Palestine. Before Israel existed, the three religions lived there happily. There was no conflict. After Britain wanted to separate the Jewish and the people that came from the Holocaust, that's when the conflict started. But it's so sad.
Well,
It's so sad.
you know that we have like a lot of Muslims in my city. Mostly like there's mostly Muslims that are in my city than most of the cities in Israel. It's like I have two Muslim friends from my school, and like no one, no one are against them. No one like hating on them. No one bullies them. So I don't know like that. There's no like religious peace in Israel. I don't think that's right.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. And what city are you in?
Ashkelon,
Is that that's not Tel Aviv, right?
no,
Okay. And are you near the West Bank?
no, I'm near Gaza.
Oh, you're near Gaza. Okay. And have you seen the walls that are built that surround Gaza?
It's not walls,
What is it? It's
like barrier, not barrier, like the gates. I don't know, not
have
how
you
to say this.
have you ever gone to Gaza?
No, but I was near Gaza. There's like near the near the wall. It's not walls. It's just like metal gates. I don't know how to say this.
That's probably a checkpoint.
So like
You mean a checkpoint?
yeah, maybe. So I saw like some people there from Gaza just like staying it there and stuff. I don't know about them throwing rocks didn't see it once. But maybe when the army is there, they're throwing rocks or some, because they didn't throw any rock when I was
Yeah.
there.
Do you think it's fair that Israel controls the water and the electricity and the gas that goes in and out of Gaza, and they destroyed their airport, and they cannot even go out from the sea, and they control what is exported and what is imported, and now that they are in a war, they cut the water when they want, they cut the electricity when they want. Do you think that's fair? Do you know that it's illegal for a person in Gaza to collect water from the rain? From the rain. You can Google it. Can Gaza people collect water from rain? And you will see that there's a law from the IDF that does not allow that. Do you think that's fair?
You say it's IDF.
No, like they legally cannot collect water from the rain. Of course they do, because you how are you gonna catch that? But like that's how much Israel controls the water on Gaza. Do you think it's fair that they cut the water for so many people right now? What, like, why do they have control over Gaza? That's not fair. So if somebody
Because no one,
yeah, go ahead.
because like we are supporting them. We like they're offering us ceasefires of like they offering us ceasefire like before the war they offered us ceasefire for water or electricity or food, and like my city is being bombed like daily, and I mean our domes, I don't know how we say this,
Yeah, Iron Dome.
they are like
They protect you.
protecting us. Yeah, so that's why we don't have a lot of deaths in Israel. But like they offered us ceasefire for food, water, and electricity. So I don't know, like I
Yeah,
don't know
but
about it.
before all the rockets started going in and out, there's a documented history of abuses of Israel towards Palestinian. That's why they're resisting, and that's why they're fighting back. And that's the real history behind it. It's fact. I don't know what you guys are taught in Israel, but okay, let me ask you, are you a Zionist or a Jewish? Because you cannot be both.
Well, what do you think Zionist is?
Yeah, what is a Zionist versus what is a Jew? What's the difference?
Jew is a Jew.
Is a religion,
Zionist
right?
is a Zionist. Yeah, Judaism is
Yeah,
a
is a
religion.
religion.
Zionism is not a religion.
This is not a
Like
religion.
Zionism.
But are you
I mean,
a
what do you
Zionist?
think? Explain me what is Zionism.
Okay, from what I understand, Zionism is like the right for Jewish people to have a state, and that state is the land of Palestine. So they're going to take it no matter what and live there. And how do they do that? Is that they have something called like the right of return, where like say a Jewish living in New York has the right to go to a Palestinian's house and just take it and settle illegally there. And Palestinians basically have no right to defend against that. That's my understanding of Zionism, which is something that Judaism will never do, because Judaism is a good religion where they respect people, and they even say that they're not going to owe a Jewish state until the Messiah comes back. So they are against the state of Israel. And that's my understanding and difference between Zionism and Judaism.
Wait, do you like say that we are taking a Palestinians? What do you mean Palestinians' house? Like a house from Gaza and West Bank?
Yeah, so there's many documentaries and many evidences that show that many illegal settlements in occupied Palestine have been done by Zionist people. Are you not aware of that?
So you say a basic civilian can take a house from Gaza or West Bank?
Yep. and they're
So say,
protected by the IDF. So Gaza people or West Bank people cannot defend themselves. It's very well documented. That's a fact. That's even
but
recognized under the UN. Illegal Israeli settlements.
but if like if Israeli person even steps in Gaza or West Bank, he's getting destroyed by the people.
I mean,
I mean, one guy, like I don't know his name, but he was Ethiopian. He like said, "I believe in peace." He stepped like he was like only 1 kilometer in Gaza, and he got like beat it to death by the civilians.
I would have to look into the evidence of that, because what I feel is that people from Israel are only fed media news from Israel. So anything that you're fed, you have to ask, where's the evidence for that? Who was that Ethiopian guy? What was his name? Who were the civilians that killed them? Because you can easily say that the 7th of October, Hamas decapitated 40 babies, right? And then the president of the United States goes and says that in a speech. Then a couple of days later, the IDF says there are no evidence of this, and we deny that the babies were beheaded. Then the team from the White House has to come out and say, we're sorry, Biden did not meant to say 40 beheaded babies because no evidence was found. So all that fake news is being poured into the world. So anything you hear, always make sure to look for evidences and ask why, when, where, who, because there's also other things like the attack on the 7th of October. When you see the kibbutz, you see that they have tank shells and helicopter shots, and Hamas doesn't have tank or helicopter shots. So then you see videos of IDF accepting that they by mistake killed a bunch of innocent civilians that were Israeli civilians, Jewish people, in the 7th of October attack, because they were just shooting everybody basically, and there's evidence of that. So I don't know if you hear that in the Israeli media.
So the terrorist that was in my city was Israeli.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Hamas people did attack, but Israeli people,
Exactly.
Israeli people used their tanks and their helicopters to bomb, to shoot everybody. And when they did that, they also shot their own people, and that's a fact. That's documented. Your own people say it. The IDF itself accepted that. That's not something I'm inventing. That's your own people saying it. So doesn't it make you wonder that they wanted to make this 7th of October something big like 9/11? You remember 9/11, the Twin Towers? They want to make something big so they have an excuse to go and attack somebody else, just like they had an excuse to go and attack Iraq. You understand? So that's how they sell wars, because the people in charge get a lot of money by selling wars. It's not about religion.
You say that we used the opportunity, like IDF used the opportunity to that Hamas entered Israel to kill more like Israeli civilians, so it will be a tragic thing to say.
I'm not
saying
saying
it was tragic.
well.
Stuff.
It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder that theory that you're saying, because Israel military is one of the most intelligent militaries in the world, and they have very well controlled checkpoints for people in Gaza. And to make an attack like Hamas did, it is almost impossible for them to do it without the military of Israel knowing beforehand that that's going to happen. And even just quickly, and even after it happened, they intervened many hours later They let it happen. Like, and now there's people in Israel suing IDF. They're suing IDF for not having protected them. So what do you say about that? Your own people is suing IDF for not having protecting them on 7th of October. What do you say about that?
Well, I don't know about it, but in the start, yeah, we didn't have access to like the IDF didn't have access to some stuff. I don't know why, but as I know, Hamas entered Israel because of Iran and Russians hackers that hacked cameras in the like in the Gaza border. So they entered. You saw the video maybe of the people entering from a gate. So basically they hacked the cameras and stuff. We didn't have anything, like we wasn't prepared to the attack. We only had cameras there, no one else. So they just like broke the gates, knowing that we have no access to the cameras. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little bit from the documentaries that I've seen that because Gaza is very small. It's very, very small.
Yeah.
And I've seen from the documentaries that every single gate and checkpoint is not only one single checkpoint. It's a bunch of checkpoints full with guards everywhere. It's very rare that there wasn't any guard in that checkpoint. It's just too suspicious for me that the IDF would allow that. It's just too weird. Too weird. And now they're just ethnic cleansing Gaza. They're just leveling it up. Like they look what you're gonna remember me in a couple of years. In a couple of years, there's gonna be beach resorts in the Gaza beach, and those are gonna be from illegal settlements, because you're just gonna ethnic cleanse everybody and take over Gaza, like Israel has been doing over the years. If you see the map of Palestine in 1948 versus the map of Palestine now, you would see how Israel has been growing, and just taking up land, and they can't keep doing that.
You know, we offered most of Israel's like Palestine's land to the Palestinians. We also gave them the best land and stuff, but they missed the opportunity.
You're cutting off. Oh man, I lost him. This was a good dude that I was able to speak to. Normally it's just like fuck.